Hello,
Hello.
hello, hello, and welcome back to the podcast. Happy Easter.
Happy
Happy
Easter.
Easter. Have you got nice plans for the weekend?
No, I'm just gonna eat.
Yeah, I'm just gonna eat some chocolate, maybe a wee egg.
Yeah. There's actually maybe a couple of eggs I still need to buy.
Oh,
So
yeah. Okay, fair.
yeah.
Fair.
But there'll be plenty. I do actually have one here.
Hey, have you got
Um,
a wee Cadbury's one? Yum. Do you know,
yeah.
actually,
Just a little
Tash got
one.
me the chocolate orange one because I love, like, I'm not really one to sit and eat a Terry's chocolate orange, but see the Terry's popping candy wedges.
Oh,
I like
yes.
them a lot. But she got me wee Terry's chocolate orange with the popping candy in it. I was like,
Oh, that's really
yeah.
sweet.
So I'm gonna eat
That's
that this weekend. So
I
I'm
think you should. The lot. Don't share it and
no.
just put a ton of television on. And don't even go outside. Maybe just go outside, like stick your head out the window for some fresh air and then
Yeah.
just
Yeah, yeah.
kind
Just
of
watch films and eat chocolate all day.
and
What a
coffee.
great
Yeah.
sister.
Coffee
Oh,
the
coffee.
yeah.
You know me so well. You know me so well.
Literally. No, literally, it'd be lush. It'd
Yeah.
be really nice.
Do you have like nice Easter traditions though?
Um well, I mean I'm 31 now and if I am at Easter um at my mum and dad's house, uh, she will still insist on doing an egg hunt.
Yeah, my
Um,
dad's the same.
really?
Yeah, all the
My,
adults are
my,
running around trying to, we're all
my
jostling.
mum's like, "Come on, you got to take part in the egg hunt," and I'm like,
Do I have to?
but
You
I
must.
love it, and I pretend I don't, and I do,
Yeah,
and it's
it's so
really
much
sweet.
fun. It's such a giggle as well when I think, for us, I don't know, it's the kind of actor brain of you play games all the time anyway. So you're just like, okay. But when you see your siblings who are professionals in their fields, nurses, statisticians, salesmen running riot, it's so funny. I can't stop laughing. I suck at it because I just laugh at other people in it. So
Do you get really competitive with it, or do you just let everyone else be competitive? Yeah, I'm the same.
we're all competitive. It's not good.
Yeah, like they last year, I think I did do. I feel like I did do the egg hunt at my mum and dad's last year,
Mm,
and we did the egg hunt, and like my siblings were like, "You're just getting too competitive. It's only chocolate." I was like, "That's the point.
that's the
It's
point.
chocolate."
It's
Like I was like,
It's also, of
something
course, it's
worth going
competitive.
for.
We're all competitive by nature.
Yeah, I
It's a
know,
human thing.
I know, I know.
Yes, I'm competitive, and it doesn't matter
Yeah,
that it's chocolate.
yeah.
It could be flowers, and because my siblings are in there, I'm gonna win.
We're
Yeah,
going all in like this.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm the same. I'm
literally.
the
As well,
same.
my brothers played rugby, so it's kind of like, are you gonna tackle me? I don't know what's going on.
This
Anyway.
is that's the thing. Absolutely. Have you got any? Will you be watching anything over the Will
I
you be
know.
watching
I'm like,
anything?
blah, 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 blah.
Will you be watching anything over the Easter weekend? Is what I'm trying to
Um,
say.
Do you know what? And it's not so much an Easter movie, but I was talking about it with a friend the other day. Have you ever seen A Good Year with Russell Crowe?
No, no, I haven't.
So, Russell Crowe, year after Gladiator, and Ridley Scott go off and decide that they're exhausted with making films and want to go to the French countryside to make a beautiful little movie about making wine in the north of France. And it's simply delightful. And it reminds me of my family because it's kind of, where you have weird, obscure family films that everyone loves and watches together. That's one
Yeah,
of our ones. So I'm gonna watch that.
you can
Would
watch
highly
that.
recommend.
That'll be nice.
Yeah.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
That'll be yeah.
Also a stellar
Oh,
cast, so would highly recommend. What are you going to
oh.
watch? Anything fun? Anything interesting?
Well, do you know what I started last week and I'm absolutely loving?
Mm.
Like, I don't know whether you know this about me, but I'm like mild. I don't know what this isn't something that I really shout about, but it's something that maybe, yeah, I don't shout about it, but I am like properly, I would say mildly, but I think that's probably been too blasé. But I am like really obsessed with David Attenborough, like really
Yeah.
obsessed. He's like a genuine hero. And I know like he should be like, the prime minister. I know like, I know he's like the nation. He is the true nation sweetheart, right?
Yes.
He is the
Yes.
sweetheart, David Attenborough. Sir David Attenborough. And I feel like I just love him. I just love all his programs. but it's not David Attenborough that I'm about to
Right.
say.
Cool.
Last, but I do like a documentary. I just thought I'd just throw that in there
Okay,
because
okay.
I'm
You're
enjoying
gonna watch a
I'm
David Attenborough documentary at a point.
well, I just love it. I just
Yeah.
love, like when I was younger, I used to only like a bit younger, but if I kind of, had had like a really busy weekend and I'd been, socializing and maybe doing a bit of dancing and I was a
Yeah.
little bit tired on the Sunday, Domino's pizza and a David Attenborough documentary for a few hours.
Yes.
Perfect afternoon. I couldn't get
You
anything
know,
better. There's
I
nothing better than
I blame him for my want to study geography in undergrad. It was his
oh,
documentaries. Genuinely, I wrote about them in my applications to universities because I didn't know if I was going to be acting or whatever. But I remember chatting to my mum about it and going, I might not act, but maybe I'll become a sort of documentary filmmaker, and this would be a really good way to get to understand what's going on. But I was really, really inspired by him. So no, yeah, totally with the obsession, totally understand it.
he's a total hero. Well,
Yeah.
it's not him this time, but it's another spectacular documentary that I've been watching. Well, I think it is, and it's about the dinosaurs with Morgan
Yes,
Freeman
it's on Netflix.
narrating.
Morgan Freeman narrating it.
Right. Have you
Fabulous.
watched it? Have you watched it all?
Not all
Oh
of
my
it.
goodness.
We've got a bit left, but it's very good.
I started it last week, obsessed, obsessed, literally. Like, and I was thinking,
Fab.
am I going to enjoy this? I thought, like, I maybe will, because I mean, I love David, but I was like, and I love Morgan Freeman. I bloody love Morgan
Yeah,
Freeman to
what a
bits, right?
voice. Just, I mean,
Oh, I know,
such a
it's
phenomenal actor.
outstanding, right? But I was like, am I gonna, am I a dinosaur girly? Turns out I am. Yep, turns out I was there. I loved it, absolutely loved it.
It's great.
Yeah, it was amazing. But the one thing I did see, I feel like this is like turned into like a list of Easter recommendations
I
here for
know.
us, which, but hey ho. But one of the other things I was going to say was, and I won't talk maybe about it like too much now, but have you seen Louis Theroux's Manosphere documentary?
I've watched some, but not all of it yet. I think I did actually have to take a step away from it because it made me quite angry as a human
Mm.
being and as
Oh
a
no,
woman.
it's not
Um,
a it's a difficult watch.
yeah,
It's fascinating.
yeah, it's
Um,
fascinating.
it's fascinating, but it's a real difficult watch. So, and that's all. Yeah, I'll say about it. But
Yeah,
I
but
just I
honestly,
had wondered whether you'd seen it.
Louis Theroux,
Oh my God, another nation sweetheart.
another
Honestly,
nation's favorite,
he's
just
lovely, isn't he?
it's
Yeah, he's great.
fabulous.
I couldn't do his job. I couldn't do that.
No,
Even I mean, even if I was, he's just so ballsy. He just asks. He's just straight in there, and I'm there watching this
uh,
like this, like kind
with
of thinking
gritted
like,
teeth, kind of going, "Mhm."
well, yeah, because of like obviously the content and what like these people are saying, but Louis is just asking these questions, and I'm like, oh my God, like he's gonna get hurt, like I can't watch it, and he's amazing. He just goes straight in, and I got so much respect for him. I think he's brilliant.
No,
Yeah,
he is. He's a real job. But actually, do you know what? We've gone off on tangents as we always
I
do.
know, I know.
But
Sorry, I ended up doing an Easter breakdown of recommendations. Sorry.
we're talking about Easter and home and things like that. And obviously, in the next few while, there's a bit of a shift for you because you're moving out of London.
I am. Yeah, I am. I'm leaving London. And
It's
we
like
were
what we
talking.
want. Sorry, you go.
No, no, no. Well, no, go on. Well, we were saying like last week we were talking about like creating work,
Mhm.
and I think like we were going to talk this week about like I was on a job a couple of weeks ago, and people were asking me on set whether whether you had to be in London like still, and it was a question that I was asking myself when I was 18, so years and years ago. And I mean, the bottom line is that no, you don't need to be in London, but it's one of those like really, it's an amazing city. It's
Yeah.
so much fun. It's so vibrant. I don't even know what I'm saying.
Welcome to-
Vibrant. Right, get your teeth back in. Right, it's vibrant. It's not boring. It's exciting all the time.
Yeah, always
And
something
they were, yeah, and there were some real positives. I think about living in London.
going.
Um, and yeah, I have really I've loved living here. For the most part, I've loved living in London. But I'm also really looking forward to being in Wales and having some fresh air and some clean air to breathe in for a bit, and yeah, and to see actually like what it's like, um, kind of kind of being back in Wales, post drama school, and kind of with this, I suppose, maybe like renewed confidence of like kind of creating our own work, like which is a bit of a follow on really of what we were saying like last week. But I'm just really excited to kind of be part of that, I think. Yeah, really excited.
It is. I mean, I think so many people, there's obviously two sides to every coin, and there's some people that are absolute London Puritans and will say to you, no, you need to be in London and da da da. And I
Mm.
think that sort of idea has shifted a lot since the pandemic because obviously for an awful lot of your auditions as an actor now, your first round is a self-tape. So you don't necessarily need to be in London until you're
No.
recalled for something. And at that, usually you've got a base. I mean, you know that you've always got a base here with me as long as I'm down here. And it's just as long as you can get there, I think, for an audition, doesn't really matter where you are.
Yeah, I think so. And I think it has changed definitely. Like I think like you just said, you don't so long as you can get there for maybe like your later stage recalls, or if you do need to go in for a meeting, and you can get there. But I think people just tend to be a little bit more flexible. I think since the pandemic, I feel as well. Like I feel like if you can't, there were some people last week, as I was saying, like really kind of like, oh gosh, like, do you have to be in London, do you think, like these days to still kind of like be part of it? And I think if you can get to London and, there's affordability and you've got the means to, and logistically you can make it work, great. Like go kind of
But
to
why not?
London, go or just literally outside, like in Surrey, in Berkshire, and up in that area. But I don't think it's not paramount. You don't have to do it. You don't have to be there. So I
Your
think,
career doesn't ride on your postcode. Like, look at Killian Murphy, extremely successful, lives in Ireland. Global.
yeah,
Again, we always mention him, but it's just,
I love him. I know. I mean, he did. To be fair, he did live in London
yeah,
as well.
I moved out.
And he lived in London, but he doesn't. He's doing what's right for his family and stuff, and he's moving back. So or moved back. So I think you have to do what's right for you. I think that's there's a
Yeah.
lot to be said in that as
Two
well. I don't think you
words
should necessarily
out my mouth. You do.
jump on the bandwagon and be like, right, I've got to get it like because that's what everyone's doing. Like you
Yeah.
don't. Like you just got to do what's right for you. Um, so yeah, so I feel like no matter what that looks like for everybody, and I think it's useful, I think, to be able to get to any major city. I think it is, but if you want to live in the middle of nowhere, then you go for it. And sometimes you can't help it, can you? Like sometimes that's where you're from. And if you do live in the middle of nowhere, and something that we were talking about a few weeks ago when I told you I was doing like those workshops in Llanelli, for Theatre Cymru. Woo! Um, like that was kind of an area where there's not necessarily in some of the schools that I was working in, like some of the young people didn't have access to like in its entirety, like they didn't have the access to some of the facilities then that maybe like you would get closer to like the bigger cities. But there are still drama groups outside, and I think it's the same. It doesn't have to be drama, does it? Like if you wanted to join a choir, I'm sure there's a local choir. There's choirs everywhere. There's if you wanted to join um an exercise group, like, or a gym class and things like that. It's about, I think, doing what's best for you and not necessarily feeling like you've got to follow the crowd.
No, because
And
your
what that
your
is.
vibe attracts your tribe. So be where you feel is best for you. You have to do what gives you peace. Because otherwise you're just spectating rather than living, you know?
Yeah, so and I think that's the main advice really. That was kind of like questions I suppose got answered that I was asked, sorry, last week, and hopefully we've answered them this week.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Did you have anything else have you had any questions or anything like that recently where
Not so much because I mean, obviously I was working up in Scotland not all that long ago. And
mm,
I know that I have a base there because that's where, all my siblings, my mum and dad are there. And it's, really lovely to be able to go there and live and be a creative. But I I like my slice of life down here for now. But I was speaking about it with my sister actually, and I was kind of going, I don't know if I'll be down south forever because, obviously, I mean, we have moved away from home and away from our families, and that they're important pillars in our lives. And while I always want to be down here, I don't know. I'll see where the wind takes me. But for now, thoroughly enjoy being able to bounce back and forth. And, I'm not necessarily in London, but I'm close enough that I can go and see a bit of theatre in the evening if I want to, and that's good for me.
Yeah. I think yeah, that's a sweet place to finish really, but do what's right for you.
Yeah, you have to drive yourself insane if you don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any recommendations up we did a little Easter recommendation, but anything that you're
Yeah.
going to see, you want to see, like upcoming?
Ooh. Um,
Or listen to. Do you know we don't ever talk about music. We should do more like anything that you've listened to or heard
do you know
recently.
what? I don't know if it's because I was recording with you, obviously, this evening. I had a real Beyonce kick this afternoon. I did. I was listening to
Wait,
Kyra Carter and
oh,
Renaissance. I was about to say Resonance. It's not that. Renaissance. I know. I was feeling
brilliant.
very inspired by you, Miss Bond. I really was.
I, I love it. Do you know, I was telling someone the other day, if I still feel nervous, because I get terrible stage fright, like I always have done. And oh yeah, like terrible, like feel genuinely like I'm gonna throw up everywhere. And I love it. Like when
Yes,
I'm
on
when I'm
that.
on there, it's all good, but it's getting on there. But when I'm on, it's great. Love it. But before I get on, I've got to listen now, to be honest. Like I've done it, I've done it
That's
for
your
years. Yeah,
ritual.
yeah, I've got to listen to Beyonce. I've got to listen to, yeah. And there's a few like that real anthems. Run the World is one of those.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes. I love
yeah.
Countdown.
Ah, that's a great song.
Yeah, I was listening to Countdown today. But in terms of new music that you should listen to, Georgia Smith just released a new song, which is beautiful. I can't remember the name of it right now. Let me look it up.
Okay.
Stay.
No, I've not listened.
Sorry. Oh, good Lord. This is so bad. Um, her newest song is called Price of It All, and it's very good.
Oh, price.
Yeah,
Oh, thank you for that recommendation. No, I've not. No, I've not heard it yet.
she's
I was re-listening to Fleetwood Mac actually. I've been
yeah.
listening to lots
What
of Fleetwood
album?
Mac. Rumors.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I know it's a classic in there. I'm trying to think what else. What else? Anything else I can recommend, or anything that I want to see? I'm
Yeah,
trying to see Moulin Rouge. I want to see Moulin
yeah.
Rouge.
I want to see Moulin Rouge. I want to see the drama with Robert Pattinson and Zendaya.
Oh, yes.
Um,
Okay.
soon. Is it out? I'm not sure.
I think it might be out in a couple of weeks, maybe.
I'm not entirely.
April time, I think it
Yeah.
is.
But I really want to see that. So
I want to see Weapons, and
yes,
I know that's been in the cinema. I've not seen it, and I really want
nor
to
have
see it. So I
I.
need to find a way to see that.
Yeah, we do. We do.
It's on my list, and of course the new series of Bridgerton because I watched half an hour of the first episode and I've not gone
Mm.
through it. So that's my
Oh,
Easter.
fun.
That is my Easter box set. Is Bridgerton.
Fair enough. I also feel like Bridgerton's quite a nice Easter-y watch because of all the colours. It's never, I
Yeah,
feel
it's
like
like
they've always got
spring.
blossom and
Yeah,
flowers and lovely, beautifully coloured clothing. It's just they all look
yeah,
fantastic all the time. So
they
yeah,
do. Ah.
there you go.
Well, happy Easter, my lovely, lovely
You're my
friend.
friends.
And I'll see you next week, maybe. Should we do the same again this time next week?
Yeah, sounds good.
Why not?
Why not?
Why not? See you then.
I don't.
Mwah.